Hi guys, how you doing? Emlington here as usual. Got a new toy that I've had for a few months now. This is my favourite guitar at the moment. The Ed O'Brien Signature Series Fender Strat. I'm a massive Radiohead fan. Probably my favourite band of all time. This has been out for a couple of years now, but I've only just gotten around to getting it. I play in a band, Beta Tone Distraction, and I bought one of those Digitech. What are they called? Digitech Freak Out pedal. Does a similar sort of EOB type thing. Emulates it digitally. Had an EOB for years, hardly ever used it. Used it a few times, but my band did a cover of National Anthem by Radiohead. But I'm the singer, so trying to play EOB lines and sing, and then it's a nightmare. And then when this was pre-released, before this got released in 2017, got a mate who works in Guitar. One of the reps had come by and dropped one of these off for the guys in the shop to play with. And I was sitting in work and I got a text from my pal, my friend, with a picture of the guitar saying hello. And I was like, can I come and try that at lunchtime? Sort of thing. So I tried it then a couple of years ago and I really loved it. But never really got around to buying one. Never really had the need to the call for sustainer. But just recently my band have been doing sort of cool stuff with like that Freak Out pedal. And I just thought, man, I'd love to get the Ed O'Brien Strat. The Freak Out pedal's cool, but polyphonically, it doesn't really work polyphonic. In fact, it doesn't work polyphonic, but this does. It's a cracking guitar. The neck is like a 57 neck or something like that, a big fat chunky V-shaped neck. At the time, I remember when I tried it a couple of years ago. At the time, I remember it was so much chunkier, but I don't know. But now it's so comfortable. I've got quite big hands. Not got chunky hands, but I've got big hands, quite a big grip. It just feels amazing. It feels fantastic in the hand. But I put 11s on it because I feel like with such a big chunky neck, so I'm trying to get comfortable here. I'm trying to get make sure the camera can see the guitar. With a big chunky neck, it just felt right to have, fairly, well, 11s are not bad, but fairly thick strings. I think it's a plastic nut. Tuners feel great. It's made in Mexico. Of course, you get your sustainer pickup here, which is also your neck pickup. And you've got a Texas Special pickup in the middle, and then you've got Seymour Duncan JB Jr. Master volume, master tone, and you've got a sort of intensity knob here for the sustainer side of things. It's kind of like the attack and how quickly the sustainer comes in. You've got two switches here. You've got your sustainer on or off, and you've got 3 modes for the sustainer. You've got harmonic, and you've got a mix of harmonic and the fundamental, and then you've got the fundamental note, which is basically the note you're playing. We've got some stuff in the back. Got a battery socket, battery sort of compartment, as usual. Tremolo compartment, and under here's a little panel with the circuit board or the circuitry for the sustainer. There's a few little 4 pots in here that you can tweak. You can tweak the sustainer pickup, which took me a while to get my head around. So for anybody that's got one of these or wanting maybe a bit of advice, there's a pot to tweak the volume of the sustainer when it's just acting as a normal neck pickup up here. And then you can balance the volume between the harmonic and the fundamentals when it's sustainer. You can also increase the gain of the sustainer, how loud it gets when it is a sustainer. And what else? What else is there? Hold on, I've got the manual on my phone, wherever my phone is. And you can increase the gain of the sustainer, or you can actually change the attack. So that's 4. There's output when it's a neck pickup. There's the attack, and there's sustainer gain control, and then there's the sort of balance between the harmonic and the fundamental, or standard mode as they call it. Just be careful when you're doing that. I know I've read horror stories of people online that breaking and stuff like that. For me, it was balancing the height of this and balancing the output and stuff like that, and it's it took me a while to get the way I want it. I tweaked it for a few months, opening this wee compartment up, tweaking things, but I found you want to get it at the neck pickup height close enough so that it does sustain well. The sustainer works when this is up full, when the intensity knob's up full, that it does come in pretty quick, and the more you turn it down, the less quickly it will come in. But it's getting a balance between the notes sustaining, especially down at the first fret, because it's not as close when you fret at the first fret, the string isn't close to the neck pickup. Higher up you go, the closer the string will get to the pickup. In essence, it will sustain quicker. So I found finding that happy medium, and then tweaking the volume, because if you get too close, then you'll get really compressed sounding, really compressed. It'll sound. I don't like it like that. I know I like my pickups quite a bit far away from the strings. They get more of an airy sort of acoustic sound. So I've kind of found the happy medium. But any questions, give me a shout. But I'm going to stop talking, because I realise I've talked for ages, and I'm going to play some stuff on the sustainer. So. You get some really cool sort of synthy lines. One thing I found is it's not like an EOB. The EOB is pretty instant. It's just a different learning. It's a totally different learning curve. It's when you fret the note, you have to actually play the note to get it to sustain. With the EOB, you can just put the EOB down and it starts sustaining, and that's it. You just start fretting. I generally found that try not to lift your finger. You can lift your finger, but if you want to have for example, national anthem, Radiohead national anthem, you want to go. Let's put a bit of overdrive here. let's go for the sort of harmonic mode. If you watch Ed O'Brien live, it introduces the song with a you've got the middle selection, which is harmonic and sort of fundamental. So in the middle sort of position, you can sort of go. So you get the idea, you know, it's a lot of fun, you know, if you want to mess about with different effects, you know, that's where your real experimentation is having this with lots of different effects. I'm using a Helix, I've just got a kind of crazy delay on it at the moment, just give you a kind of general idea, but, you know, the world's your oyster here. But I'll talk about the guitar as you know, it does all this cool stuff, but it's also a great, it's a great Strat, but the neck pickup's when the sustainer's acting like a neck pickup, it's not quite like it's not got the warmth of a normal Strat pickup, I don't think. I mean, I've got another Strat, but because of this, I generally have the tone pot down to about 4, just under halfway, to give you some sort of warmth. I've got a clone on at the moment. I've got the way huge conspiracy theory, but I'll turn that off just to give you the actual. You've got the next position, which is the neck and middle. I think that sounds warmer than the neck, you know. Maybe it's just me. And you've got the middle and bridge. And of course you get the JB Junior, which is a great pickup. I love this pickup, man. you know, put a little bit of distortion on. Put the colon back on. One thing to note is that when you put the sustainer pickup on, for what I can gather is, when sustainer's on, sustainer isn't actually picking up the sound, it's acting like an EOB would. But all the sound's getting picked up through the bridge. That GB Junior, so what I tend to do is I balance the volume of when it's sustainer mode to match the bridge volume. So say you're in the bridge pickup, you're in the bridge selection, sustainer's off, and you turn the sustainer on, no change in volume. So one thing I'd recommend, hopefully I'm going to kind of stop the video here, hopefully that's been enough sort of a demo for you, but one thing I would highly recommend, the only mod that I made was I bought a new trem block, got a solid steel trem block. You get a big block with this, but it's like a standard Mexican, as far as I could tell. It's not steel, it's, I don't know, pot metal, something like that. It looks, you know, you think you're getting a nice big steel block, you look at it, oh, it's a big fat chunky thing. Have it here. It's there. But as usual, you know, these things wobble about quite a bit. They're not. I had to use one of the sort of trem springs to keep it in place inside, little cavity springs. But I would highly recommend upgrading it. The steel blocks are just, the guitar comes to life, in my opinion. You know, you can hear this even when you can even hear the springs resonating in the back of the cavity. With the cheap blocks, you don't get that. I don't know if you're in America and you want you can get the Callahan bridges, because there's a chap in the UK that I know that makes blocks, and it's not a crazy price. You know, I've got a block made, it's got the nylon insert inside that keeps this from wobbling about. He does the arms as well. I think it cost me like 40 quid. A Callahan, you're looking like 18, it's basically a Callahan, same as a Callahan unit. It's got the sort of half threaded inside, but it's got nylon inside it, and as far as I can tell, and it keeps it from wobbling about. It just feels stunning. The arms are just, you know, you can feel it's high quality steel. It machines them by hand. If anyone's interested, send me a message and I can give you the details. If you're in the UK, I'd highly recommend it. That's just the only mod I've made, really, is change the block. So hopefully guys, that was a little bit informative for you. If you like the channel, if you like the video, you know, subscribe and all that chat. So I'm going to play out a little bit of stuff.